Alright, we should be live here. Yep, looks like we are. Perfect. And then... let me see here. There we go. Awesome. Alright, cool. Everything should be good. Yo, what's going on, Jack? How you doing? Welcome in. Legit just got back from my holiday. Hey, nice. Did you have a good time? I hope you had a good time. Do anything cool? Alright, so just make sure I got everything set up properly here. No, it was kind of boring. Ah, got you. That's fair. Sometimes it'd be like that, you know? Best part were the women, not gonna lie. Well, alright. Alright, so as you guys can see, we are currently going to be hunting for a Tranquil. We already have a P-Dove. We need Tranquil, and we need Unpheasant, and we'll be done with the line for that Pokemon. There's also one other Pokemon on this route, being another Tailo that we can evolve into Swallow would probably be good. And then we can leave this area. Off stream, I did finish shiny hunting in Petalburg Woods. We are no longer in Petalburg Woods. We are out of the woods, which is really good. And honestly, the way I was thinking about this, it kind of hit me the other night. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was finishing shiny hunting, and I was like, you know what? I should just go to like different areas in the game and shiny hunt on the different routes, like starting from the beginning of the game all the way towards like the end. So pretty much what we're gonna do is, obviously we started in Petalburg time, in a lurking time. All right, Jack, sounds good. We started in Petalburg Woods, and we then are now in the next route above Petalburg Woods. So my thought is, we kind of just continue linearly through the map like you would for the game, looking for the shinies that we still need. So obviously if there's a route that has nothing we need, we skip it, we move on. But if there's something that we need, we hunt for it. So that was kind of my vision the other night. So anyways, we're going to do that. By the way, worth the 8 hours I spent at the pool. Okay, well, hell yeah then. I am glad to hear it, Jack. Glad to hear it. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get looking for this P-Dove. Actually, I'm going to restart. I'm going to leave the route and come back because I just realized I was doing some test ones before the stream started, and I just want it to actually be exactly at 0 versus it being like 2. Also, I have now mastered DexNav shiny hunting. My first stream of it recently was very rough because I didn't know what I was doing. I had to learn, and I had to do some research. And now I know what I'm doing, and I've gotten several shinies using this method. If you guys are in the Discord, you would have seen that. So, now that I know what I'm doing, and armed with confidence and results, I'm prepared to continue shiny hunting using this now. Alright, we got a chain of 4 going right now. I'm going to actually go ahead and throw on a Max Elixir as well real quick. just because I am almost out of PP on Oddish, and I just want to make sure that we're good for the next ones. Yes, we do want to use another repel. You do have to have a repel on for this method, because if you run into a random Pokemon, it will destroy your chain, which you don't want to obviously have happen. So, you also can't leave the route, and you also cannot run away from the Pokemon, or that will break the chain. And you also cannot get spotted, or that will also break the chain. One of the things I was unsure about last time when I was streaming this was if you find a Pokemon that is not the Pokemon you're hunting for, if you should run away from it or if you should battle it as well. So it turns out you want to battle everything. It doesn't matter if it's a Pokemon that you're not looking for. You have to battle it to keep the chain going. The other thing is that if it says that you can't find a Pokemon and it has you research, which it's done a couple times already to us, you just run around in a circle and you keep hitting search until that Pokemon pops up again, or something that pops up. It doesn't matter even if it's the target Pokemon. It has to be just something. And then you keep going, and the chain will keep going. And then every 5 encounters, there will be a kind of like level increase of the Pokemon. And then I believe it's on level in chain number 14 and 40 is where you get a very substantial shiny boost, which is nice. Yo, what's going on, Mario? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. We are starting off the stream looking for our shiny Tranquil. Technically a P-Dove, but we're going to evolve it into Tranquil. And then we're going to look for a second one because we need one for Unpheasant. And then after that, we can technically leave this route. We could try to get our Swallow here as well. Maybe try and knock out that while we're here. We'll see. Depends on how long it takes to get these two. Okay, now, theoretically, this is number 15, so there should be a bit of like a level increase, which you guys will see once we find it. Okay, there we go. Yes, level 19, so it gave us a little tiny bit of a level increase. Let's go ahead and knock that out. And we also passed chain of 14, which means we do have a slight shiny boost, the first one that you get while doing dex nabbing. And then the next one we get will be after a chain of 40. I have had pretty good luck doing the shiny hunting using the dex nav so far. The longest hunt I've had to do was like 80 something, and the shortest hunt I had was Chatot on a chain of 1, which you guys can see on the overlay. I just didn't include the number, but yeah, we got Chatot last night, which was pretty awesome. I was very excited about that. Alright, let's go ahead and knock this out. Okay, there we go. And then I believe this next one should be 20. I'll know if I messed up the counter. No, I don't think I did. I think we're good. Come on. There we go. Perfect. 21. And that was our last Giga Drain, so I'm going to go ahead and throw on a Max Elixir so that we are good to continue. Here we go. Alright. Yes, we do need another repel. Kind of nuts how quickly you go through repels using this method, but it is just a lot of running around, so it makes kind of perfect sense. But yeah, definitely if you're going to try doing this method, have a lot of repels and have a lot of max elixirs as well for the PP. Best advice I can give you if you're going to try this hunting method. All right, 27. We're getting pretty close to that 30 mark. And then 10 more after that, and we'll get a little bit of a shiny increase. Alright, there we go. That is 30. Detect. Tried to go for detect twice in a row. That's hilarious. Alright, so we are at 30, which means we just got to get 10 more and we'll have a little bit of a shiny boost. But it is possible that, of course, we could get it before that even. You never know. That's the beautiful thing with DexNav. This has quickly become one of my favorite shiny hunting methods. I really wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. I had never used it before. It didn't go so great during our first stream, but now that I know what I'm doing, it's great. Alright, we are at 35. We are 5 away from getting that shiny boost. Yes, we do want to repel. Okay, let's go ahead and throw on another max elixir. Just the way it is. Okay, there we go. Right, and 37. Okay, so this is an example of where the Pokemon that I'm looking for, being Pidove, is not the Pokemon that it found. But that's okay, because then all I have to do is click back on Pidove and search for it again, and we should be fine. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, last time what I was doing was, like, if that happened, I was basically pretty much running away or scaring away the Pokemon versus fighting that Pokemon. And that was a huge contribution to the fact why this method wasn't working for us, because we weren't actually able to do a chain. So, now that I know that, obviously I've learned that, which is just a good lesson for life. If you are trying something new, it might not go good the first time. You might have to do some research, you might have to do some practice, but eventually, if you put in some time to it, it will yield some results, and it will be worthwhile. So, good life lesson there. Okay, yes, we want another repel, please. Alright, we got 44 right now. Alright, 48. We're getting really close to 50 already. Got a good chain going. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm okay with it evolving because I need this one to evolve. There we go. We got Parasect. I already had a shiny Paras, and then I needed a shiny Parasect, and that's a Paras that I caught not yesterday, but the day before, and it just evolved. So I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna actually save my game, and there we go. We'll just keep searching here. That threw me off for a second. I wasn't sure which Pokemon it was, and then I was like, actually, wait, nope, that's fine. That can evolve. Oh, a Chatot. Interesting. Okay, well, wasn't looking for Chatot, but that's okay because we just knocked it out. And then guess what? We go back over to here, we click on P-Dove again, and we press search. And just like that, everything is back to normal. Okay, 51. Alright, I will have to use another max elixir after this battle, so let me go ahead and throw that on really quick. Boom. Perfect. Alright, run back over here to the corner. Search. There we go. I've noticed that depending on where you're standing in the grass, it has a better chance of saying that there's no Pokemon around. So it's better to go to the edge of the grass and then search because it gives it more room to spawn a Pokemon. Except, of course, when I'm trying to explain it, it didn't do it. So that was funny. Alright, looks like there's a Sewaddle here. We're not interested in Sewaddle. But that's okay, because we're going to knock it out, and we're going to search. Okay, that is 55. Okay. Yes, we need another repel, thank you. Whoops, I hit the wrong thing. Alright, next one is going to be 60. 61. All right, 63. Okay, we need to throw on another max elixir already. They go by very quick. All right, we have hit 70. Yes, we need another repel. Okay, got another repel. Alright, we are at a chain of 80 already. That's crazy. This has potential to maybe be the longest one I've had to do so far for deck snapping. We'll see, though. We have not... I don't think we've had a Pokemon break 90 yet. So if this one breaks 90, it could potentially be our longest hunt. Oh, I am out of... I didn't use a max elixir, no! It's fine. I'll just use one right now. There we go. No harm, no foul. Alright, 84. Alright, 88. We're getting there. Alright, 90. I'm pretty sure P-Dub is officially our longest deck snap hunt so far. Yes, use the repel, please. Okay, 91. Bro, stop going for detect. You're wasting the PP. Okay, we got a Wingull. Actually, can I try searching up here? Yeah, there we go. Alright, 94. Okay, 96. Kinda nuts. This is crazy. I've not had one this long before. Yo, what's going on, Remains Nerd? How you doing? Missed you too. Hope you're doing good. We are doing some Dexnav shiny hunting right now. We are quickly approaching a chain of 100, which is the longest DexNav hunt that I've had to do so far. So hopefully, this P-Dove will just be nice to us and show up soon. Got 19K views and 189 subs. Let's go. Average per long video views is like 600 to 700. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. It's always really nice when you put in the work and then you get like the reviews, you know, back. And you get like people who are watching, people who are subbing and stuff. That's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. Alright, we have officially hit a chain of 100. This is kind of nuts. I was saying earlier, you weren't here for it, Remains a Nerd, but basically, I have been getting very lucky with the fact that I have not had to go over a chain of like 80 to get a shiny using DexNav. Yep, doing a solo run of Ash Greninja and Ultra Sun on Twitch is genuinely hard. Ooh, I bet it is. Yes, we need a repel. Okay, here we go. This generally feels like home because I started my YouTube, because here I started my YouTube in Pokemon. Yeah, that is true. We've just been extremely busy lately. Life has been nuts, so I have not been able to stream the way I've wanted to. But recently things have kind of calmed down a little bit again, so I'm kind of able to like consistently stream a little bit more again. Gonna at least try for twice a week. I feel like that's honestly at least the minimum of what I would like to be doing right now. But we'll see what happens. Do what your heart says. My heart says stream every day, but unfortunately life is just like, nope, you're not doing that. But I would love to do that. If I could just stream every day, that would be great. We would probably get a lot more shiny Pokemon a lot more quicker as well. I think our goal really for this year is to hit 1,000 subs, which again we're only going to do by being more consistent. We had a pretty good stream earlier this week. We went from 9:15 to almost 9:25 in one stream, which is pretty crazy. Granted, we were doing Super Smash Brothers, which is not like my normal content, but a lot of people were liking it. We had like almost 20 viewers, which is on the high end for like what we usually do. But again, it's not the content that I typically stream, so it's like, it feels good, but at the same time, it's like, I would rather have that on an actual shiny hunting stream, because that's the kind of stuff I like to actually do, if that makes sense. Okay, I am out of PP on Oddish. I gotta switch out. Knock out this P-Dove. Alright, let's go ahead and throw on a Max Elixir. There we go. Oddish is good again. Okay. The other nice thing with this method as well is that you can either kill or catch the Pokemon to keep the chain going. So even if we get the first shiny Pidove, I will be able to continue to look for the second one, which is nice, and the chain won't have broke. Okay, not the Pokemon we're looking for, but that's okay. Forgot to use a max elixir. Alright, that's fine. Go ahead and throw one on right now. There we go. Oops, I keep hitting that button. There we go, search. Okay, 130. Kind of crazy. Okay, search. All right, 135. Okay. I'm just going to throw on a max elixir while I'm at it. I might as well. Okay. Just so we don't have to worry about it. Okay. Not the Pokemon we're hunting for right this second. But I wouldn't have been upset if it had been shiny because we still do need one more of that. But I would prefer it be P-Dove right now. Bro, stop going for detect, please. All right, 146. This is a Chatot. Not what we want to see. Okay, P-Dove. Yo, what's going on, Julie? How you doing? Welcome in. Have a guess what shiny I just found? Give me a hint. I'll try and guess it. It's from Sword and Shield. Okay. I'm going to guess. So it's a Pokemon from Sword and Shield. It's a legendary. So is it in the is it in Dynamax Adventures? Is it one of those? Because if so, that kind of narrows it down a little bit. Said nope. Okay. So it's a legendary that you can get in Sword and Shield that's not from Dynamax Adventures. So let's see. It could be Regirock, Regice, Registeel. It could be Regidrago. It could be Regieleki. It could be Regigigas. What other ones are there? I feel like, are those the other ones, the only ones you can get shiny that are not actually in Dynamax Adventures? I'm going to guess it's one of the Regis. Tell me if I'm right. If I'm not, then I'm not sure what it might be. Alright, 153. It is one of the Regis. Ooh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna guess it's Registeel. That's my guess. Registeel. Nope. Okay. Regirock. It's Regirock? Let's go! That's awesome. Congratulations. That's a great shiny. It's actually still one of the ones that I need to go for. I actually need to go for all the Regis. Fun fact. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're trying to do some decks and I have shiny hunting today. Try and knock off a few more Pokemon from the shiny living decks. This P-Dove is giving us a ton of trouble. It does not want to be caught. Actually, it does not want to be found, let alone caught. This is by far the longest Dex-Nav hunt I have had so far. I've gotten very lucky, and usually I've gotten my shiny under 80. And this P-Dove has absolutely decided to stop that streak. As a matter of fact, we're almost double that streak now. So, thank you very much, P-Dove. 161. Surely it's going to show up before 200, though, right? Can we get predictions in the chat? What do you guys think? When are we getting the shiny P-Dove? Surely before 200. It would be absolutely insane if we get it post 200. You're saying over? Oh, man. Okay. Over 200. All right. All right, 165. We'll see. I hope not, though. Yeah, I hope not either. But I guess it is technically possible, right? Okay, here we go. So you're gonna go for any of the other shiny Reggies, or were you just going for Regirock? All of them eventually? Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I was hunting for Reg Ice for a brief period of time during, what was it, December and January when I was going for Ice types. But I wasn't really excited about getting it. It was more so just like, alright, let's check that off the list. I'm more excited about getting Registeel and Regirock because they actually have decent shinies, specifically Registeel. And I think Regigigas is the one I'm most excited for because I really like Regigigas shiny. The next one will be Registeel. Heck yeah! How long did it take for you to get Regirock? Were you keeping count? I'm curious how long it took. Okay, we need to use the max elixir real quick. There we go, we're good. Get back to that P-Dove hunt. Come on. Please, P-Dove. Just pop up for us, alright? I don't keep count, but I'm certain it was under 2,000. Alright, that's awesome. That's good odds. I want to keep count, but I always forget. I totally get that. I would recommend, if you're going to try and keep track, what I use, it's actually what's on the overlay right now. It's called shinyhunt.com. They have a desktop version, and they also have an app that you can get as well, which is really nice. And they actually link up, so like you can like keep track on your phone, and it like syncs up with the desktop one as well. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it makes it really nice because all you have to do is just tap your screen and it'll count for you. I'm like 95% sure it's available on Android and iOS as well because I had it on my Android a couple years ago and I have it on my iPhone now. So, it's nice. I'll have to have a look. Yeah, sure thing, absolutely. It's actually, if you know A Drive, he's like the person I think that was working on developing the whole thing. So it's a very nice tool. I've been using it for about 2 years now. Okay, 180. Getting uncomfortably close to 200. Bro, stop going for detect. You scrub. Bro. Dude tried to go for a double detect. Alright, I'm throwing on max elixir just so I don't have to deal with it. Okay, there we go. And search. Okay. And search. Yes, another repel, sure. And search. Come on. There we go. Dang. I was hoping that was going to be the one. Nope. I don't want to learn any more moves. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Nope. I don't want to learn any moves. Thank you. It's the problem with having like lower level Pokemon in your party is that they're constantly trying to learn something. I should just deposit them in the box, but I'll do that after I leave the route. Which is not going to be for a little bit. Come on, P-Dove. I know you want to shine. I can feel it. One of you in here is going to shine. Is it going to be this one? Okay, well, that's a Talo. That's not what we want. Why did it take me to a place that says domain is for sale? I don't think that's right. I don't think that sounds right either. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the chat and see if I can just paste it in the chat and you can take a look. There you go. You should be able to copy paste that, or you might actually be able to click on the link. I'm going to step away for a second because for some reason I just got a bloody nose for no reason. So, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. That was very random. Okay, I'm back. Of course, the day I wear a white shirt, just randomly get a nosebleed. What the heck, man? Alright, I'm back. Let's knock this thing out. Okay. Oh my gosh, stop going for detect. Okay, I think that one's 196. My input didn't did not update on that last button. Okay, here we go. Okay, boom. Search. Yes. It's not on the App Store? Huh. So, hold on, let me see. So the name of the app, like when you're on your phone, it says it's called Shiny Hunt, and the logo or the icon for the app looks like it's like black, and then it has a white Pokeball with like a star around it. So it might just be called Shiny Hunt on the App Store, but then the website is shinyhunt.com. So maybe that's why. Because, yeah, it should definitely be there. I am currently using it right this second. Actually, using both of them, because the one on the computer is what's telling the overlay what to do, and the one on my phone is actually controlling the counter. Multi-devices. Alright, we're at 199. This is nuts. I really didn't expect to have to go over 200. It was more of a joke, but apparently PDov absolutely wants us to go over 200. Which is just kind of messed up, not gonna lie. Alright, there you go, PDov. We're at 200. Is that what you wanted? You got your wish. So what I'm noticing is that after you get to 100, the levels just reset. Because they're back to being level 7s. And they were like level 30 something. So that's kind of weird. But I don't know. I've never had to go over 100 before, so this is all kind of like new territory to me. I'll look another time. All good. I think that was 213. No, not right now. It's the worst time for Repel to end, right before you're about to encounter the Pokemon. I've had several chains end because of that. Not a good feeling. Okay, we need to throw on a Max Elixir. Okay, there we go. We're good. Search. I'll start hunting. Registeel. Nice. All right, go for it. Good luck. Alright, I am going to run to go get another tissue because my nose is... I don't know what's going on today. Good luck to you as well. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it. Maybe it's an aneurysm from shiny hunting. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Yo, what's going on, EMH? Sorry, I had to step away for a second. I just got a random nosebleed. And I had to change my shirt too because I wore a white shirt today. So, L in the stream. Or in the chat, rather. I'm alright though. It just, it was very random and unexpected. Alright, so, we are getting back to our P-Dove hunt. Let's go. $2.19. But yeah, I hope you're doing good, EMH. Alright, so surely we don't go to 300 on this, right? I know I said we weren't going to go to 200, but surely we don't go to 300. There's no shot. Okay. Almost to 230 here. Okay, we got a Wingull. Definitely not what we want to see. Get out of here, Wingull. Okay, 231. Ah, we're out of PP again. Okay. Gotta use a max elixir. And there we go. Search. Okay, another Wingull. Not what I want to see. I've seen enough shiny Wingulls for my lifetime. I'm good. Yes. All right, 237. All right, that was 240. All right, almost to 250. Yo, what's going on, Swift? How you doing? Welcome in. Doing okay, doing some shiny hunting. We did have a random nosebleed like 10 minutes ago. Other than that, we're doing great. How about you? Hope you're doing well. I'm late because I couldn't wake up. All good, all good. I know it's early over there for you still. 3-hour time difference and all. I think that one was 250. There we go. Yeah, it was. And 251. We are trying to get this shiny P-Dove desperately. This is definitely the longest DexNav shiny hunting I've ever had to do. I usually get them before 100. I think 80 is the highest I'd ever gone. And this thing is absolutely just setting a new high score. What's a good name for Regirock other than Choco-Rock? You could do Cocoa Pebbles. I think I did that for one that I got off of Wonder Trade one time. I was like, oh, this is Cocoa Pebbles. Or you could do, if you watch Purple Cliff, he hates Regirock, so you could name it like Cliff or something like that. Yeah, un, exactly. You get it. You could even name it that. Just un. That would be perfect. I need to use a max elixir again. The only thing I could think of was chocolate swirl. Yeah, I mean, something chocolate related. Or Hershey. That could be kind of cool. You can name it Hershey. But I like Ununun personally. All right, 263. Alright, 265. Crest, last night me and my brothers and cousin were playing Smash Bros. Ultimate until 3 a.m. I think we started at 11 or 12. It was really fun. Nice. Glad to hear it. Smash is always fun. Especially when you sit down, you play for a few hours, and you got a bunch of people to play with. Always a good time. Definitely much more enjoyable in person, though. Online is rough. There was a lot of lag on this last stream when we were playing. And I think, like, if you only ever play online, I guess you get used to it. But I'm very used to playing in person when I play Smash. So, it's not my cup of tea, particularly. But I know everybody has fun doing it, so... I mean, it's honestly one of those type of things where what I could do is, if I really wanted to, I could have, we could do Smash streams where I just spectate everybody and, like, watch the matches and I don't play, and then I could just literally shiny hunt at the same time. Just have, like, a dual stream going on. Because that way, you know, everybody still gets to play and everybody has fun. But I can shiny hunt. So, that's an idea. Alright, 270. This is out of hand. I need to find this dove. I need to find this bird, and I want to move on. When are you doing the next stream? The next stream, so we won't be doing one over the weekend, but we'll be doing at least 2 this coming week. I'm not sure which days yet. If you're in our Discord, I don't know if you're in our Discord, Julie, but if you are in the Discord, I will post when we are going to be streaming next, and I also will schedule them over the weekend, so they will pop up on the channel saying that the streams are scheduled for which days, so... I would say if you're not in our Discord, just keep an eye out, and it will say upcoming streams soon. But if you are in the Discord, I'll also be posting when it is as well. Wait, your Soul Link is already past 15 episodes, question mark? I'm lacking. Yeah, we're actually done with the Soul Link already, Swift. We are straight up already done. Series is over. I don't have Discord. Yeah, all good, Julie. No worries. If you don't have Discord, then this weekend, what I'll do is I don't stream on the weekends. So what I do is I take the weekend to, like, schedule the next streams for the upcoming week. So this weekend I will do that, and then you'll be able to see what days I'll be streaming for next week. I don't know off the top of my head right this second, but I do know we're gonna at least do 2 streams. We have a lot of shiny hunting to do. This whole week was my spring break. RIP. You could have watched the whole series. You could have gotten caught up. We're debating on doing some of the post-game, but I'm not sure if we're actually going to do it. We might do like one more episode of the post-game since the game itself is already over. But we might do the post-game just for the fun of it. See if like the legendaries got randomized or something, because that would be funny if they did. Oh my gosh, I forgot to use an elixir. No! Gotta switch out. What about the DLC? See, I have the DLC on my game, but he does not. So, I guess he doesn't want to buy the DLC. So, we're not going to do that. If he had the DLC, then I would totally be down for it. I forgot to use an elixir again. What is wrong with me? Literally just said out loud that I need to use an elixir and then just completely forgot to. Alright, elixir. Here we go. Yeah, that was one of my questions too. Like, I was wondering if we were going to do the DLC. And it was just like one of those things where it was like, he didn't want to get the DLC for it. Which is like, I get it. Like, it would be one thing if the series was doing like super duper good and like he could justify buying the DLC just for the series, but you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. What's going on, EMH? How you doing, man? I don't know if you heard my response earlier. I saw that you messaged earlier, and I said hi, but I literally taking care of a nosebleed earlier when you said hi. So I don't know if you saw my message, but hello. Going to bed now? All right, Julie. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you haven't already, make sure and hit that like button on the stream. Would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, have a good night. Have a good sleep, and we will see you again soon. Do one last reset for Registeel. There you go. All right, we are at 280. 280 for this bird. For this bird. It's not even a cool shiny. It's just a bird. I gotta talk down to this bird and then it'll show up. You're not even cool. Already did? Thank you so much, Julie. I appreciate it. You are a legend. I'm doing great. I recently started a Soul Link randomizer Nuzlocke on Pokemon Heart Gold with my younger brother, and it's going great. To be honest, your Soul Link series is what made me want to do it. Hey, that's amazing. Are you actually, like, uploading that content on your channel, EMH? Because if you are, I definitely want to check that out. Let me know. I don't know why, but the only song in my head is the Johto Journey song. You didn't get it? Ah, bummer. All right. We'll see you later, Julie. That's super exciting. I'm really happy to hear that, EMH. They are some of the most fun Pokemon content you can make. Obviously, Nuzlocke can be fun and a little stressful, but doing a Soul Link is honestly a blast. It's one of my favorite things. And Heart Gold is such a good game. Are you guys doing Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or are you both doing Heart Gold? Either way, some of the best games. I love those games. I have a bit of like a secret project that I'm working on regarding Heart Gold, which I'll give you guys a hint. It's related to one of the shorts that I uploaded like a couple weeks ago. I was hunting for Shiny Cyndaquil and did like the restarting for the starters, and I got very lucky with my Shiny Cyndaquil. But that is all I'm going to say so far. You guys can probably guess if you think about it. We're both doing Heart Gold. Let's go. I'm not uploading it since I do Battle Cats content, but it's still very fun. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I know you usually do the Battle Cats content, and I was curious if you just, like, did a 180 and were like, you know what, I'm going to upload this Pokemon series just to see, you know, like, how it went kind of thing. I was going to say, I would absolutely be watching that. But I'm glad you're having fun. That's awesome. Not going to lie, I want to do Soul Link with my twin. It seems really fun. You should, Swift. You guys should. Even if you don't like record it or anything, just for the fun of it, you should. If you get the opportunity to record it though, also very fun. I will say, looking back over the last 10 years of Soul Links that me and Caleb have done, has been some of the best memories ever, because you can go back and watch those, and honestly a blast. You know what? I'm just going to tell you guys what the project is. I don't feel like keeping it a secret. I'm not good at secrets. So I want to do a shiny badge quest of Pokemon Heart Gold. But I'm in Soul Silver. So Pokemon shiny badge quest of Soul Silver. And basically I already did my starter hunting, because I reset for my starter till I got it. And then I already beat the first gym with my starter. And I am currently trying to find the second Pokemon. And I'm having really bad luck. I'm at like 3,000 something encounters. And it's rough. But the idea is, what I want to do is every time I get one, I will make like a short of it. And then eventually, once I'm done, I'm going to like edit all of it together and have like an actual video on it. So it should be pretty fun. There was a part of me that had thought about doing it as a stream series. But there are genuinely times where I'm just sitting there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours just looking for an encounter that's shiny. And it gets very monotonous and a little boring. So it wasn't something that I necessarily wanted to stream, because it's something I kind of just do in like my free time. I just like brain off, watch YouTube or like watch Netflix and just hunt for it. So, but I am really excited about, you know, eventually, I don't know how long it'll take to obviously finish it, but eventually putting out a video on it. It'll be really fun. Yesterday, my cousin wanted to do a whole Pokemon Pokedex from TCG, so I was looking to help him, and I believe it took us almost 3 hours. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. All right, we are at 290. We are almost at 300, and I'm really just getting a little tired of trying to find this bird. Oh man, yeah, he had a lot of cards and from over the years, but some are duplicates. It was fun. That is fun. I did a Pokemon TCG Pokedex a long time ago. It was back when Generation 5 came out. I had at least one card of every Pokemon and had a Pokedex going. And then I think I continued it all the way through Generation 6, but then when 7 came out, it just became a little too much, and I think I stopped. But it was fun for a time. Yo, what's going on, Arrow? How you doing? Welcome in. We are struggling to find shiny P-Dove right now. So, we need some shiny luck, Arrow. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. We're almost out of... We're at 300 almost. Looking for this bird. This is getting out of hand. That's cool. He told me he started to collect during the X and Y era. Oh, okay, nice. Got you. I've been collecting cards since before you were born. So, kind of crazy to say, but true. It's been a while. Yes, it has been. I hope you're doing good, Arrow. Alright. Oh my gosh, I forgot the elixir. Did this thing detect again? Oh my gosh. Alright, let me go ahead and put the elixir on. Put one on Octillery too, because Octillery has been having to switch in every single time that we don't have an elixir. Alright, search. There we go. Alright, 295. My Pokemon phase is over at the moment? No! So what have you been up to then, Arrow? Okay, apparently that was 300, and I didn't realize it because it just reset the levels of the Pokemon, and that happens at every 100. So we are at 300, and that makes me very sad. I just recently found out that I'm only a few months older than the OG Angry Birds. I thought it came out in 2010 to 2011. BRB. All right. Bit of Marvel Rivals, bit of Rocket League, bit of some Genshin Impact and preparing for a final exam. All right. I see you. I have not played Marvel Rivals, but I heard it's really fun. I love me some Rocket League. I haven't been playing lately. I have taken quite a break from Rocket League, but it's one of my favorite games. Haven't played Genshin Impact in like 2 years, but I remember that being pretty fun as well. And preparing for the final exam. Well, I hope it goes well. Sending you some luck for that. I'm sure you'll do just fine. Also, haven't played Rocket League and Genshin Impact in years. What's Genshin Impact? I keep seeing ads for it last year. It's kind of like a... I don't know how to describe it. It's like Breath of the Wild kind of vibes. And you run around and do like quests and you fight things. And it's a fun game. I love the art style for it. It has a beautiful art style. Like, they spent a lot of time making sure that game looked pretty. And it shows. And it paid off. But yeah, I highly recommend it. It's fun. I would try it. It can be slightly addictive when you first start. I just kind of... It wasn't exactly the type of game I could play all the time. So I just took a break from it. But I did really enjoy it when I was playing it. And I was playing quite a bit of it when I was playing it. So I would recommend trying it. No! Why is my repel wearing off? You just play to get characters because that's the most fun. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, the more you play, like, you get the characters and stuff, and that was also a really exciting part. Is like, ooh, I got a new character to play. That was one of the things I liked. Wait, what are you answering? Were you answering my question? Yeah, I was. I was just saying, it's a really fun game. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild. It's a very beautiful game, and you play it and you like unlock new characters and stuff. It's very fun. I would recommend trying it. Okay, here's my thing. If we get to 400 and we don't have the shiny bird, I'm going somewhere else, and I will come back. I'm not going to spend my entire day looking for this bird. I have other Pokemon that I could be looking for. This bird somehow thinks that it's the center of the universe, and I promise you, P-Dove, you are not the center of the universe. Like, you don't even have a great shiny. I'm not gonna lie. You're kind of just on my list of Pokemon I need, not that I want. You can play like 1 to 2 months and the phase is over. Yeah, I'd say like I played probably about like 3 months of it and was like, alright, that's enough for me. Same for Pokemon for me. I've always had Pokemon phase for like 2 months and then I don't touch it for 3 months. I never get tired of Pokemon. Specifically, I think it's just because I still have so many shinies to hunt for. I think once I finish my shiny living dex, then maybe I'll get to a point where I'm just like, eh. Because at that point, it's like, I've found everything, so like, what do I do? I've done Soul Links, I've done Nuzlocks, I shiny hunt. It's like, I've done everything I can possibly do in Pokemon at that point. Yeah, I don't have the ambition to do a shiny living dex. I mean, that's fair. My friend Spare, who's also one of our moderators, he thinks I'm absolutely crazy for doing it. Like, when I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do a shiny living dex, like, last year, he was just like, there is no shot. That's absolutely crazy. And now we're a little over 50% of the way there. We're at, like, 52%. So we're definitely getting there. But yeah, it definitely is crazy to commit to it. So shiny hunting gets boring. Yeah, I feel that. I'm bored of shiny hunting for this bird right now. I'm not, if I'm being honest. Like, there's so many other Pokemon I could go hunt for in this game, and I'm getting very bored of this bird. So, like I said, if I get to 400 and I don't have this bird, I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else. Let's see. Pokemon is my biggest hyperfixation. What keeps reviving it for me is Pokemon Horizons and playing Pokemon. No, it's cool, but it's way too repetitive at some point. Yeah. I feel that. There's been a game that I've been playing a lot of in my free time called Schedule 1. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's pretty big right now. A lot of people have been like doing videos on it. And that has been really fun. I've been playing that with Spare. Also, Mrs. Crestfallen just got it, so I've been playing with her as well. And it's been really fun. It's very different from like Pokemon and like, you know, the other games that I usually play. So it's been a nice like break. No freaking way. Oh my god, I don't want a shiny Wingull. Oh, I already have so many shiny Wingulls. I don't want this thing. Should I kill it, chat? Should I just kill it? This is like murder this bird. This is not the shiny bird I wanted. This is a slap in the face. I'd gladly take it off your hands. Well, I've got 3 in Pokemon Home already, so you can have one of those if you really wanted. Oh my god. I can't believe I got another one of these. Insert word here. I'm not going to say it, but you can guess what I'm thinking. Alright, I'll catch it, because obviously I'm going to trigger somebody if I kill a shiny. I'll save my game. Alright, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to reset the counter. We're going to... Actually, no, I'm not resetting the counter. Because... Yes, I am. We are. We are resetting the counter. Resetting the counter for shiny luck. Okay, it's back at 0. I'm going to leave this route. I'm going to come back. And I'm going to retry this. I'm resetting everything. The route, the chain, all of it. I want a fresh slate. And I'm going to try going for P-Dove again. Okay, let me put on Max Elixir too, just so I don't have to worry about any of it. There we go. Here we go. No, killing is bad karma. You're right, exactly. Has anyone watched Invincible? My twin cousin have watched it and said it's good. I actually just started watching that recently, Swift. I'm on season 2 right now, I think. Like towards the end of season 2. It's really good. I recommend it. Obviously, it's rated for supposedly mature audiences, but, you know, do what you will with that. It's a good show. Are we serious? There's just no P-Dove here? Really? Okay, there we go. Alright, we're starting over. 1. 2. 3. Bro, I know I will never watch it, but they keep talking about it, and it really don't seem boring. It's good. It's actually a really good show. So if you ever get around to watching it, you know, it's a good show. All right, 4. Okay, 5. Yo, shiny P-Dove, let's go! Oh my gosh, on a chain of 6 this time. See, all we needed to do was just reset. That's all we needed. All we needed to do was just reset. All right, there we go. That's how it's done. Perfect. Save the game. There we go. We got 2 shinies. Very, very back-to-back almost. All right, we're bringing this bird over here. Here we go. Recently caught. Watching Shangri-La Frontier at the moment is insanely cool. I will only watch with the Pokemon Horizons anime since I'm watching that right now. All of it, recent episodes. How has the new season been so far? Is it good? I remember you were saying you were very excited about it last time. Alright, we got Tranquil. Tranquil's done. Now we gotta go for Unpheasant. That's the next one. So. Time to go for a new bird. Alright, let me go ahead and get this going. Unpheasant. Where are you? Okay. Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Dexnav, with the Shiny Charm, start. Alright, there we go. That is going now. So let's go ahead and search. Yes, we want to throw another repel. Alright, I'm restarting the chain because obviously it needs to be fresh for this new one. Obviously that was what gave us the good luck, was restarting the chain, so we're going to restart the chain for this one. Back at 0. Alright, here we go. Alright, 1. 2. 3. It's really good, but the website I used had part 2 realized the next day, which I didn't like because part 1 was okay, but after I watched part 2, it's okay, but they went by quickly. Gotcha. Alright, 4. On top of all, characters got me really mad at the show. He's the villain of Season 3. Interesting. Alright, 5. We're not going to get lucky and get another P-Dove on 5. Or I guess, what was it, 6 last time? I think it was 6, but that's okay. Alright, 6. Yeah, we got the other one at 6, it looks like. I just double checked just to make sure. That's crazy. The reason why is he did a low blow to the Rising Volt Tackers. I'm not going to spoil, but what I'm pretty sure you'll be mad if you found out what he did. Well, eventually if I watch it, I'm sure I will figure out what you're talking about, and I'm sure it probably will make me mad. Okay, 9. Rage bait. I swear to God, Wingle. Oh, I need to use an elixir. If you do, it won't take you at least more than 2 weeks. I mean, that's good at least. Okay, 13. There we go. I forgot the elixir again. What is wrong with me? Okay, elixir right now before we do anything else. There we go. Hello, 14. There we go. Thank you. Or it will take you at least more than 2 weeks. I see. I see. Actually, my profile picture is Roy's new design in Pokemon Horizon. Is that what that was? I was wondering what that was. I like that character design. That's cool. You have that on Discord too, right? I'm pretty sure. I think it looks pretty cool. Yes, we need another repel. How about this, Crest? I'll finish the Soul Link series and you watch Pokemon Horizons. There you go. Where can you watch like season 1 of Pokemon Horizons? Is it on like Netflix or like a streaming platform or YouTube? Season 1 is on Netflix, and Season 2 is also there. The new episode of Season 2 drops on April 25th. Alright, cool. Well then, I guess I can start Season 1 at least, if it's on Netflix. Some of the Season 2 episodes are there, just not all of them. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, throw on another Max Elixir. So how many episodes are there in the Soul Link series again? Let me double check. That's a good question. I forget what the total number is right this second as of the moment. 16. 16 right now. And that's without, if we decide to do the extra one. I don't know if we're going to actually do the extra one, but it's 16 right now. Stream froze for you? That's not good. I think we should be good now. So I am going to be getting building a new PC, not getting, well, building a new PC in the next couple months. We are going to have a more up-to-date PC, better RAM, better graphics, better everything. And we should be able to have, hopefully, some better actual quality streams. Because one of the things that's really frustrating is I put a lot of time into making sure that the graphics and the overlays and everything look good. And I feel like they never actually look as good as they should on YouTube. So it makes me sad. So hopefully with the new PC, it'll actually look better when we're streaming. Because, like I said, put a lot of time into trying to make sure it looks nice. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Oh my gosh. Mrs. Crestfallen just jump scared me. What the heck? Hi. How are you home?
Because we got off early, man. I'm stealing some of your pizza.
What?
I'm stealing some of your pizza.
Okay, go ahead. It's the
Why
pretzel.
did not you give me pizza?
It's the pretzel crust special pizza.
Why didn't you give me pizza?
Oh, I didn't know you were gonna be here.
Yeah, but you could give it to me at work, man.
What? At work?
Yeah.
Bruh.
I eat a sandwich, man.
You had a sandwich?
Yeah.
What kind of sandwich?
I brought you a smoothie. You couldn't give me pizza?
You can have some pizza now. That's crazy. Hi, Mrs. Crest. How are you? Swift said.
Good.
She's good. I mean, she's home early.
3 hours early.
3 hours early on a Friday. That's pretty sick. Pretzel pizza is really good. It is. It's one of my favorite things, Swift. I'm not going to lie. You talking about it the other day is what made me realize it was back, because I didn't realize it was back. And then I was just like, let me see if this is actually back. And sure enough, it is. So thank you, Swift. For real, I had one and it was really good, but my twin got the last 2 slices the next day. Aw, rip. So it's funny, actually. I'll tell the story about it right now. So the guy who delivered it today, right? It says it was supposed to be delivered at like 11:30 to 11:40, which I'm like, all right, cool. That gives me plenty of time to eat before the stream. That's ideal, right? So basically what ends up happening is it then goes from, all right, 11:30 to 11:40 to, okay, it'll be delivered at like 12 to 12:05. And I'm like, all right, that's cutting it a little close before the stream, but okay, that's fine. I can still eat. Then it's like, all right, it's going to be here from like 12:11 to like 12:20. And I'm like, okay, that's way too close to the stream. That's a little annoying. Dude pulls up at like 12:22 or something. And then he tries to call me and text me and says he can't find the house. So I go out to the porch and he's in the driveway, but he couldn't tell which house it was because our driveway is like shared with 2 houses. And I'm like waving. And then he tries to tell me that my house number is wrong. And I'm like, no, sir, the driveway is shared by 2 people. That's why. And he's just like, well, DoorDash says that this house isn't even the correct number. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. He almost didn't give me my food because of that. So I left a review and
what am I supposed to do about that, man?
Yeah, I'm like,
It's
what am
my
I?
address.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
Imagine service recognizes that as my address.
Imagine someone trying to argue with you that you don't know your own house number. So, yeah, I had to leave a review and be like, dude was very confused.
Well, that's what you get because you were supposed to eat sandwich today.
That's true. Oh my gosh, I forgot Elixir again. Bruh. Not gonna lie, that would sound like me, Chris. I mean, it's just like, if you don't know something, right, it's fine. You don't have to know it. But if somebody's telling you something, specifically what the house number is, for the person that lives at the house, you listen and trust that they know what they're talking about, right? This dude was adamant that this was just not the right house number. And I'm like, sir, I assure you, this is the right house number. This is where I live. I lived here for a year, okay? I think I know where I live. And then the other thing that was, like, awkward, too, was because I had to go out to the porch to meet him, like, I just wanted to get handed the food, but he's like, I have to take a picture. So, like, he had to set it down to take the picture, and then, like, rather than pick it back up, he just walked off, and I was like, okay. Okay, dude. And the whole thing was just weird. Alright, here is what I'm going to say right now. We are going to see if we can get this bird in the first 100. If we don't get it in the first 100, I think I'm going to end the stream. We've already gotten 2 shinies for the stream. One of them we wanted, one we didn't want. Hopefully we can get the second one. And since Mrs. Crest is home early, I'm going to hang out with her. But we'll see if we can get this before 100. So let's get some shiny luck in the chat. Hopefully we can actually get this thing. Oh my god, it's a Wingull. No, I don't want a Wingull. Crest, don't forget to watch Pokemon Horizons. I will watch Pokemon Horizons. Don't forget to watch the Soul Link. I'm going to at least watch the first episode this weekend, if not maybe a couple. It is a holiday weekend, so I don't know how much extra time I'll have, but I'm going to watch at least one episode. So next week during the streams, I'll tell you what I thought of the first episode, and you make sure and tell me what you thought of the next Soul Link episode. Deal? Seems like a fair deal to me. Said, okay, yes, I will. Perfect. There we go. We got a deal. We'll talk about it next week on the next stream. I'll tell you what I thought. You tell me what you thought. I am excited to watch it, though. I think it will be cool. I haven't watched any Pokemon anime since back in X and Y. So, I genuinely am excited to see what this one's like. Obviously, I know Ash isn't in this one. Or at least, if he is, I don't know if he's the main character. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I can't believe Mrs. Crest is home early on a Friday. Brought me a smoothie? Absolutely nuts. Alright, we're at 57. I'm hoping we can get the shiny. Hoping it won't take too long. If we don't get it today, it's okay. But I would love if we can get it right now. Yes, use the repel. Okay, 50. 8. Sad part is they don't introduce terrestrialization in one episode in season 1, and it's all in season 2, sadly. Got you. Well, that's okay. I'm not a huge terrestrialization fan anyways. Like, it's never been one of my favorite Pokemon gimmicks, so I don't really mind too much. But I'm sure it'll probably be cool in the anime. Did you watch the Japanese sub, or did you watch the English dub? What would you recommend? Because usually when I watch anime, it's usually in Japanese, but for Pokemon, it's always been in English. So. Oh my gosh, I forgot the Max Elixir again. Okay, let me throw in a Max Elixir right now before I forget. There we go. Okay, we got a Wurmple. Not what we want. Looking for the P-Dove. I watched them subbed for later episodes, not out in the US yet, but I do watch them on Netflix when... Okay, so you watched the ones that weren't out in Japanese, but the other ones you watched in English then? Is that what I'm understanding? Yes, use a repel, please. Do not break my chain. Oops. Ah, okay. That is number 70. There we go. Okay. Got you. Yep. Okay, cool. I thought I understood what you meant. Just wanted to make sure. Alright, I'm using a Max Elixir right now, before I forget. There we go. Okay. We are getting very close. Oh, I just realized my counter hasn't been working. I'm sorry, guys. El Bozo in the chat. Okay. So we're at 75. Like I said, if we don't get this before 100, then we're just going to call it for today, and it's fine because it wasn't meant to be. But if we can get it before 100, that would be awesome. Okay. Alright, we got 20 more chances. Let's make it count. Oh my gosh, this thing is using detect left and right. Yes, I need another repel, thank you. Yes, it was at 83. So apparently, for some reason, my counter wasn't working and it was just stuck at 30 something. And that's why I said El Bozo, because for some reason I minimized the counter and it wasn't actually keeping count on the stream. So I apologize, guys. But yes, we are at... This is about to be 85 right now. Okay, 86. Oh my gosh, it used detect and made me waste my last PP. Alright, die. It used double detect! No way! What? No shot. Alright, I gotta use a max elixir. There we go. We're fixed up. Let's get back to it. Search. Come on. Give us a shiny. Give us a shiny before 100. Come on. Okay, here we go. Bro. Alright, we're in the final 10. Okay. 7 more. Come on, P-Dove. Yes. Alright, we got 2 more chances. Come on. I believe. Okay, well this one's not going to be it. Because it's literally not even the Pokemon we're looking for. Alright, this is the final try. Here we go. For all the marbles, fingers crossed. Can we get it? Nope. Apparently not. RIP. Alright, well that's going to wrap up for today. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream. But like I said, Mrs. Chris Fallen's home early, so I'm going to hang out with her. We will be streaming again this next week. I will update this weekend when the days are, so keep an eye out for that. Also on the Discord, I'll let you guys know as well. I did have a nice stream today. It was fun. I'm glad we caught at least 2 shinies. One of them doesn't count. Just the one does, because obviously we don't care about Wingull. Screw Wingull. I will definitely check out Pokemon Horizons. You check out the Soul Link Swift, and when we talk next week during the stream, let me know what you think, and I'll let you know what I think. Alright, I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Sending shiny luck for anybody who does any shiny hunting this weekend. Also, have a happy Easter. I know it's a holiday weekend, so everybody enjoy. And I will see you guys next week. Alright, have a good one. Bye-bye.